Internet, this is the real Pete Kirkwood, and I thought I'd just talk for a bit as I was reading through some of my notes here, and I came across a phrase. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be like this. How many times have you been in a situation in your life where all you wanted was for it to be different? All you wanted was not this. Whatever this was at the time, right? It's funny how all you want changes this one thing and you disregard everything else. But the one thing that sticks with you, who knows what it is? Maybe it's a fight with a partner. Maybe it's a financial problem. Maybe it's the way you feel about yourself. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't. It doesn't have to be their way, right? I'm teaching from my notes today because I feel like it. Whatever their way is, whatever someone else has taught you how it has to be, if that doesn't feel good and feel right to you, then stop fucking doing it. Like, get off that track. Get onto something else. You need to evaluate your own internal desires, your own internal truths, and the things that you believe. You need to challenge your own beliefs. Things that you have continually told yourself to be true, you will find it difficult to even imagine they couldn't be. It's why Santa's not real comes as such a shock to kids, because for years they had it ingrained that it was. Now maybe you find out Santa's not real at 6, or who knows, 12, whatever. You've been telling yourself shit like life isn't fair, if you're watching my video, probably for at least 18 years, maybe 30 years, maybe 70 years, I don't know. How many years have you been drilling your mind with these things that don't help you? Have I watched Loose Art File? I have. Good show. Quite a good show. Very good character premise and very entertaining. Very entertaining. With an incredibly powerful lead with obvious flaws which make him relatable and personable to your common person. Sup, bro? Yeah, obviously I'm doing this live if you're watching it later on YouTube or something. Now, it doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't. What do you want it to be like? What do you want it to be like? Write it down. Write down how you want it to be. It might seem ridiculous, okay? But I'm looking through my notes, and I wrote shit in these notes, in this page. I found my old notebook. So right when I started taking people on as students and coaching and that sort of stuff. What's happening, brother? It came... Oh, now my messages are blowing up. It came through that I find a lot of things I wrote down, right? I'm going to do this. I'm going to be this. Like, I want to be this, and goals and things I set for myself with the correct language. And now I live them. Now I have that stuff. It's almost magic. It's almost magic. How simple it is. You can take a pen and a paper and you can write on it things. You just write words. You take your ideas and your thoughts and you convert them into words. And as you do this, in the moment you feel slightly better. The situation probably won't change, but you'll probably feel slightly better. Often you'll forget about it. It's when you find that piece of paper again a week or 6 weeks or 6 months later that you go, holy shit, what the fuck is this? Like, wow, did I write that? I've done it with money. I've done it with women. I've done it with jobs, careers, friends, lifestyles, travel. I've written heaps of shit down that I've wanted to make my life part of, and I've walked away, forgotten about it, and then it's come true. One of the interesting things that really got me back when I was struggling, when I was really fucking broke, like my goal every week was to come up with about $345, I think, which was enough money to buy food and cover my bills. And that was it. And I was just working on getting through to the next whatever it was, and studying and writing goals and all this kind of stuff. And I didn't even know how I was going to do it or where I was going to go, but I remember I wrote down that I will have $2,000 in my bank account by XYZ date. And it was about 24 days or something like that. Like it was not a long enough time for me to grind that money out. Like it required something unforeseen for that kind of money to appear in my life. At that time, you know, on a $300 a week lifestyle, $2,000 was a lot of money. And what happened was, a couple of days before the date came, I saw that piece of paper again and went, you know, that was naive. That was naive that I wrote that. And I kept going, and it was the morning of. It was the morning of. I got a phone call. And my accountant said, oh, I actually had some money that had come through for you from the government and da-da-da-da-da, and here it is, and it works out to be about $2,300. And I was like, hang on a second. Got my notes out. Holy shit. That's what I wrote down. I didn't know... Yeah, bro. Always doing live shit, man. I didn't know where that money was going to come from. I didn't need to know where that money was going to come from. I just put what I wanted down on paper. I just made the intention. And then I lived my life. Has everything I've ever written down come true when I said it would? No. No, I didn't get the new car, was the other thing I had written on that piece of paper. But that's cool, because that wasn't important. And if I had got a new car, it would have actually hurt my life going forwards. I got the new car about 6 months later, and it wasn't just the new car, it was actually one of my dream cars that I'd always wanted since I was a kid, and it came along for a steal and I bought it. The problem is, people are not as fearless as you. They let fear control them, but also people are lazy and don't put the effort into themselves. Well said, Caroline. I will be doing more products on the future in terms of conquering your fear, because you've said that. Something that I did for myself every day. Like, I've had fears today that I've had to conquer. How the fuck do I get this app to work? Right? Like, I still have a fear that I'm going to, like, break it, and it's never going to work, and I'm going to do something that I can't undo, right? Like, I'm going to delete my whole fucking file and never be able to get it back. Who knows? But the fear outweighs the logic. It always does. So, upcoming course on fear. In fact, I'm going to put a bonus piece on fear together for the first 5 applicants, the first 5 sign-ups for Successful As, which is counting down. It's in the days until that launches. I believe it's 7th of July for America, 8th of July for New Zealand. Time zone difference, 10:30 p.m. America, 5:30 p.m. New Zealand. And I'm going to put together some bonus pieces. One's on fear. One is I've already built it. It's on environment. And if you're one of the first 5 people to sign up, you're going to get that bonus stuff, which will help you get through the course better. But when it comes to writing shit down, I have a quote in here somewhere. I'd love to find it. If I can actually find that quote, it'll be fucking fantastic. It's about someone that we all know. Someone we all know is rare, right? So it's literally, that literally says it's celebrity. Here we are, right at the beginning. Now, a lot of people say to me, why should I write that down? Why should I take that time? I don't have the time. Is it worth the effort? All that sort of stuff. So I'm going to end it with this. Eminem changed the world of music with only a pad and a pen. And he said this many times. Writing shit down was what did it. Now, if a high school dropout from a trailer park can change the entire world and millions of lives, right? His lyrics run through my head like they probably run through yours. If he can change millions of lives with just words and a pad and a pen, what, are you too good? Are you too good to do it? If someone who's a complete loser can take that to turn their life into something, why can't you? As your friend that has seen you blossom from a sad person to someone that is loving his life, I'm so happy for you and how far you've come. I should do a product on overcoming being a sad person. That'd be fantastic. So I'll leave you with that. And you've given me some good things to take away there, Caroline. Appreciate that. And shout out to Sultan, Brooke, and the other people who flicked me a message as well. Alright. Peace from America. Be the best. Fuck the rest. Love you all.